Welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin if you're new here, and this is my no buy year. I'm not buying any new beauty, skincare, clothing related items. If you would like to hang around and see how I progress throughout the year, then I hope that you'll consider subscribing. And let's go ahead and just get into what I'm doing today. So I recently put together my own recreations of the Oden's Perfect World collection. So today I'm going to do 2 looks using the Flora Story palette that I made myself. So I'm just going to go ahead and do 2 looks, 1 on each eye. Pretty simple. One thing that I noticed as I have been playing around with these, I've had them made for a couple weeks now, and one thing that I've found that's really interesting is I haven't really wanted to be reaching for them, which is kind of just an indication that if I had bought them, which if it wasn't my no buy year, I most likely would have purchased them. So if I had bought them, I probably would have only used them once or twice, and then they would have suffered the same fate as most of the eyeshadow palettes that I already have, and that they just wouldn't get much use. So that's been kind of an interesting realization that I've come to, but that's all just kind of a tangent. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the first look using the Flora Story recreation palette that I made. Okay, I zoomed in a little bit so that you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. I've already curled my eyelashes, and I'm going to go in. I found this Alter Ego eye primer in my drawer, and I realized that it's kind of old, so I wanted to use it a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with that on the first eye. So I think I'm kind of going to do like one purple leaning look and then one green leaning look. To start for the purple look, I'm going to go in with this matte shade. On this eye in particular, my left eye, I kind of have this thing where, you see how it's kind of like gone on stampy and patchy? That's kind of just how my eyelid is. So to work around that, generally, and I actually learned this tip from Hannah Louise Poston, but I'll use like a shimmery shade like all on my brow bone and like down over that to kind of help like cover and blend it a little bit more. And because I have hooded eyes, I'm taking this pretty far up, because so if I look straight ahead with my eyes fully open, like you can't really see any of my mobile lid at all. So most of what I do, I take it quite high on my eyelid. Okay, for the all over lid shade, I'm going to go in with this purpley metallic, and I'm just going to use my finger . I'm going to go back in with this brush with no additional product on it and just blend it a little bit more. And now on a smaller blending brush, I'm going to take that purpley pink shade and go a little bit in the crease. And I'm just like pulling it out towards the end of my brow a little bit to help blend that patch anyways. So because I would normally be using like a lighter shimmery shade to put on my brow bone and blend that out a bit, and I only really have one option with that, and that's going in with this. And I chose a shade from Lethal Cosmetics, and it has a bit of a shift that shifts a little bit green, so I'm not really sure how it's gonna end up looking, but let's give it a try. I'm also going to go ahead and put this on the inner part of my lid. Okay, I'm just going to put it all over my lid. Okay. And then I'm just going to, I don't know, blend a little bit. So, as you can see, and I find this kind of interesting, the Flora Story was the one that had sort of appealed to me the most because it seemed like it was the most neutral kind of the three palettes. And like, I don't hate how this looks, but, and it's definitely picking up more on camera than it is like in person. But just something about these purples, like it kind of just makes it look like I have a black eye. I'm going to throw on some eyeliner. I'm just going to tight line with it. I'm just going in with a Wayne Goss eyeliner. Sorry. Okay. Alright. So I just went ahead and lined my waterline as well, and I think that kind of brought it together. I'm going to go in with some mascara. Today I'm just going to use the Thrive Cosmetics. I'm basically just going to wash these off as soon as I'm done, so it seems kind of silly to go in with a waterproof mascara, which is what I would normally use to complete an eye look, but right, and there is the first look completed. I'll, like in person, the way it looks when I'm looking in the mirror right now, it ends up, like it looks pretty nice to me. What I see in the viewfinder is kind of what's making it look like a bruise, so maybe when I actually get the footage, when I go in to edit it, maybe it won't be as noticeable. Anyways. Okay, I'm going to go in with the second look, so I'm going to start with that Alter Ego eye primer. think I want to stick with using like the pretty like limey green, so I'm going to go in with this metallic like lime green all over the lid. Wow, I really like that green. And then to just blend it a bit, I'm going to go in with that matte green. Okay, that was fast. I kind of just like how that looks, but just to do a little bit more, I'm going to go in with this darker teal shade and deepen up the outer corner a little bit. I kind of like how that looks, but just for fun, I'm going to go in with that super shimmery shade and do it like raw bone and on top of the outer corner a little bit. That looks good. Do I want to do, I don't think I'm going to do eyeliner for this one. I'm just going to go in with the mascara, the Thrive Cosmetics. Okay, that is the completed second look. Here is just the first look. And here's the second. Okay, so these are the two looks that I made using my Flora Story recreation palette. I hope that you enjoyed it. Maybe you found some inspiration. I urge you to look at some of the shadows that you already have in your collection before you rush out and buy the newest eyeshadow release. Chances are you have some stuff in your collection that would probably serve the same purpose as that new eyeshadow palette. And just me using this, I like how these looks turned out, but I don't know, like I just haven't found myself reaching for it as much as I thought that I probably would, like if I had purchased the actual palettes from Oden'S. So it just kind of, yeah, it just confirms that I'm doing the right thing for me in this No Buy year. And that's kind of all I have to say about it. Yep. If you like this kind of stuff, then I hope that you will consider subscribing. I'll be doing looks using the other two palettes from the Oden'S collection, so stick around for those. Those will be coming pretty soon. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye!